Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker here at Baxter Cycle in the mighty Minnetropolis of Marnie, Iowa. Look what I got behind me today. We are going to go take that smoking hot rod for a ride. Check that out. That's one of my favorite motorcycles of all time to ride. Wahoo. Hot dang. I feel like a hero now.
1 up and 3 down.
1 up, 3 down. All right, thank you. Is this choke on or off?
It's off.
Okay, thank you. All right, y'all. 1972 maybe? Norton 750 Commando. Combat even, I believe. 1 up, 3 down. I gotta remember that, boy. Nice hard clutch. Got a very narrow clutch band, friction zone. The brake is on the left, the brake is on the left, the brake is on the left. Let's see if we can do the spin test here. Of course I do it the hard way, don't I? Check that out. I'm a little hesitant because it's an amazing motorcycle. 2 is down. Right side shift. Wow, does it sound good. Brake is on the left. What a machine. What a machine. I am in heaven right now. Yeah, adrenaline is pumping. Mirror works. Amazing motorcycle. Amazing motorcycle. We are going to live on the dangerous side here. We're going to do the spin test. Nobody behind us. I don't know what the wheelbase is on this thing. Wow, that clutch is so touchy. Very touchy clutch. I don't know if these have a dry clutch or not. But I'm living on the edge here with this one. Little loud there. Listen to this. Beautiful, beautiful. I am absolutely in love. I am absolutely in love. Oh my gosh. This is pure joy, pure joy. Shifter is on the right side. You got to go up for first. You got to shift up to go to first. Brake is on the left. Big old truck, grain truck. Let's go have some fun. We're going to kind of take it easy. 50 some odd year old motorcycle. Hot rod motorcycle, I might add. What a machine. What a machine. It sings a song like you wouldn't believe. You got to push down to shift up. Got to push up to shift down. That should be first gear, I believe. It's a 4-speed transmission. It's a tweaky bike, and it's low speeds. Like, I'm not used to these at all. Oh, what a running thing. It's a disc brake on the front. I believe it's a drum brake on the back. We'll stop and look at it when we get done here. I love the Smith gauges. The view from where I'm sitting is fabulous. This thing is just a pure piece of art. Absolutely, absolutely amazing. Let's go this way today. We are going to take this out on the road. Let's go have some fun. Easy fun. We're not going to push it too hard, but we're going to open it up. I think I'm in third. There's fourth. I love it. I love it. We're not going to go too far out. Oh, this is a pure joy to ride on. What a machine. Norton is, I hate to say this, Norton is the most amazing British motorcycle ever made of the vintage type. They're all great. They're all great. Who am I kidding? I love them all. The feel is awesome. The sound is to die for. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm in absolute heaven here, my friends. The handling is very, I don't want to use the word mysterious, but it's got a different feel. It's got a real British bike feel. Look at that. The view from the cockpit here is just, oh, this is just, Wow. I am fuzzy biker lacking for words. How can that be? This thing is phenomenal. Phenomenal. I think I said this was a 1972. I believe it is. I'll put it down below if I'm wrong. Here we are going through the curves. It just loves the curves. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. I did not let them know I was going to go this far out, so I really can't go. I'm breaking the rules. I'm breaking the rules. What a hot rod. So the engine is an air-cooled parallel twin, about 744, less than 750 cc's. Loads of torque. It's an overhead valve. I believe the cams are in the case, down in the case. You have external oil lines on this engine. It's a dry sump engine. We had to check the oil under the seat. The song is fabulous. This is mind-blowing. This is why I do videos. I do not know how the blinkers work on this thing. This is Iowa's busiest intersection. And today there is almost nobody here. Almost nobody. Got to push down to shift up. We're taking it easy. We're not going to redline it. Oh, I would love to. So the engine and the transmission are separate on these motorcycles. They're connected by a primary, of course. 4-speed transmission. The clutch on this particular motorcycle is very heavy. It has feel, but it's a very narrow range. You would have to get used to it for sure. Boy, it grabs good though. And of course, because it's a Norton, it's 1 up, 3 down. Right side shift on this model. I already mentioned that, I believe. Absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous looking motorcycle. I'm not sure what makes a Norton Commando a combat. I don't know if that's just a decal that got put on or if there's special things that go with it. But boy, this thing really runs. It really feels good. The handling is phenomenal. And it sits like a British bike, of course, but yet different. You know, I've ridden Triumphs, a lot of old Triumphs, and they ride a lot like an Interceptor, modern Interceptor, Royal Enfield 650 Interceptor. This, you sit on it like that, but yet you seem higher in the air and more over the cluster, more over the gauge area right here. And the sound is just, I don't know, you know, there's a couple of bikes that really have a distinctive sound. The Vincent I rode a while back, which sits a lot like this, had an incredibly distinctive sound, and I would say this bike does too. What a beautiful machine. This is pure rolling art. This is excitement. This is passion. This is everything you could ever possibly want, all rolled up into one. Good looks, awesome sound, handling like you wouldn't believe, mystery. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. That's the word of the day, I guess. Phenomenal. 1 up to go into 3rd. Shift up to go into 2nd. Brake is on the left. Rear brake. Wow. I am just blown away. Absolutely blown away. I don't feel comfortable doing the spin test in front of the derailed grill over yonder. That building right there is the famous derailed grill. If you ever get yourself over to Mighty Minneapolis of Marnie, make sure you stop there and try the Wahoo burger, by golly. That is our good buddy Randy Baxter. He's the one that allows us to ride these fabulous machines. If y'all are ever in the market for a bike like this, need parts, accessories, doodads, Baxter Cycle is the largest vintage British bike part supplier in North America. Try to say that 3 times fast. Wow, this has been a treat. This has been a real treat. I don't want to get off of it, but I have to. These things are amazing machines. If you ever get a chance to ride one, do everything you can to do it. Here's Exhaust Pipe Alley. I love it. All right, my friends, let me get the other camera out and we will do a quick walkabout. Wahoo! I'm absolutely blown away. This thing was a real treat. This thing is like I said, rolling art, excitement, passion, joy. It's all kinds of wonderful things, you know, wrapped up into one. It's a dream. It's an absolute dream come true to ride these things. Just a fabulous machine. Just look at that thing, soak in all that detail. I don't know how I can add to this without, I mean, just showing you the motorcycle. If you ever get a chance to get over here to Baxter Cycle, make sure you go in the back room, right back there. They've got a whole slew of these vintage bikes, but they usually have a couple of these Nortons in there. But anyway, so it's a hot engine right now, of course. 750 cc about, parallel twin, 2 cylinders. Engine is canted forward a little bit. The Atlas was more vertical. Cams are down here. I'm assuming there's a cam back here somewhere, maybe. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe they're just back here. This is probably an electronic ignition, but they were points originally. Overhead valves. Here's the external oil lines. They've got braided hoses on them now. Here's the coil packs, 2 coil packs. Concentric carburetors, Amals. Notice the bend here in the manifolds. Those manifolds, they had to do that when they leaned the engine forward. The carburetors went up, so they put these bends in there to get that to work. We're going to shut the fuel off while we're thinking of it. Big old air cleaner. This bike will suck down the air. This is where a starter would go if it had a starter, right there. This is the tack drive right here. This cable, this thing right here. It's a hot bike. It's got that ISO whatever mounting system to keep the vibration down. Kickstart only. I was able to kickstart it. Second kick. Can you believe that? It's got a center stand amazingly. Dual shock rear end. This is the Speedo drive right here. That's a cable drive all the way to the back. Speedo's right here. Tachometer right there. There's a mechanical tach drive right there. Back to the rear end. Drum brake on the back. I love drum brakes. I don't know why, but I do. I love these pencil-like mufflers. Check that out. Big old cone. Little ports on the back. Just gorgeous. Oh, chrome chain guard. That means it goes faster. Amazing, amazing motorcycle. So here's the brake pedal. There's electronics for the day. Goes into a cable. The cable pulls up here, and then the adjusters there for the brake. We talked about the engine and the transmission are separate. You can see that right here. So here's the engine forward. There's space down there. I don't know if you can see that. And then here's the transmission, 4-speed transmission. Clutch cable's probably right there. And then this is the shifter. It's 1 up, 3 down. And there's a little indicator here. Neutral, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. 1st gear down there. Already talked about the kick starting. Look at this machine plate here, aluminum. Holds a foot peg. I just love this. Look at this. It's just pure art. Pure art in every way. It's got the disc on the front. It says Norton Lockheed right here. Single caliper, single piston caliper. I don't know how big that is. 10.5, 11 inches, something like that. Spoke wheels, front and rear. I don't know if you all noticed. There are no bolts on the edge of the primary cover. There's a central one in the middle. There's a gasket here. Pulls in from the center, and that's what does the seal. That's really amazing. Isn't that just gorgeous? Look at that. This is reserve, so that you keep this closed until you run out of gas and you open that up, and that gives you a reserve. Ignition system right there. I take the seat off to show you there's the oil tank is on this side. You loosen these 2 things here. Seat pops right off. Chrome fender in the back, and then you can see underneath the seat. But what a treat! Here's that heavy clutch. Hey, these are not stamped levers. These are cast. I don't know what any of these do, so I'm not going to pretend like I do. This is the master cylinder for the front brake. Norton Lockheed, it says again. Fuel, back over here. Choke for the engine. That is in the off position. Smith gauge, speedometer on this side, and tachometer on that side, Smith gauge. We got a guy down the road, I always mention him because he does great work. He does work on Smith gauges. He can put new glass, new faces, recrimp. He's got all the equipment. He can rebuild them. He could probably build the gauges from the ground up. I'll put his website right above right here. Look at this beautiful triple tree. Isn't that just amazing? Everything about this is just wow. Look at how you open the gas. Just like that. Fabulous, fabulous. Look at that pinstriping. 750 Commando Combat. Hey, if y'all are in the market for a new or used Royal Enfield Triumph Classic British bike like this, or one of the 100 that are in that back room over yonder, get yourself over here to the mighty metropolis of Marnie, Iowa, Baxter Cycle, or go to baxtercycle.com. Those guys can help you out. Make sure you tell them Fuzzy Biker sent you. They've got it all. Accessories, parts, gear, doodads, thingamajigs, sweet googly woogly. If they can't help you, nobody can. It's a beautiful day out here. I'm going to hop on a motorcycle and go for a ride. Y'all do the same if you can. Life is good. Wahoo. Yippee-yi-yay! Yippee-yi-yo! Down the road we go. Beautiful, beautiful machine. Turn the radio on. 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 Beautiful day for a motorcycle ride. Ha 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 ha.